So we're looking at the percentages now of um, breast milk versus infant formula and then cow's milk. So we're looking at here a much smaller portion of protein coming from breast milk, fairly similar here in infant formula, but then look at this percent here in cow's milk. This is one of the reasons why um, cow's milk should not be given to babies. It is a poor source of iron. The higher load of protein is too much for their undeveloped kidneys to handle. So we're looking at more of a breakdown like we see here with the breast milk. Again, cow's milk before 1 year can lead to iron deficiency anemia, intestinal bleeding. It is higher in calcium, but is lower in vitamin C. So therefore, that's impacting the um, iron absorption. Risks of formula feeding. There are no antibodies like there are in breast milk. Mom, dad, caregiver may not be handling the formula properly, not sanitizing the bottles or the nipples. The water supply might not be okay. And, this is something that hits really close to home here in Milwaukee County. We have one of the highest incidents per capita of lead-based drinking water. And there are a lot of initiatives in the city city proper that have been going on for the last 4 years, but there is a lot of work that needs to be done, particularly in central city, inner city, where it's not necessarily the pipes in the house any longer that are lead containing, it's the leads in the water system, the leads that are going into the house, those leads are found to be contaminated with lead or have lead in them. So again, if baby lives in an area where the water is not safe, then mom and dad need to be instructed on providing another safer water source to make that infant formula. Just skipping ahead a little bit, the transition to cow milk, um, greater than 12 months old. And then also when they're obtaining about 2 to 3 or 2/3 of their energy from solid food. So ages 1 to 2, they should have whole milk, and then 2 to 5, they can transition to the low fat and skim. Again, so this has reduced low fat milk when 12 months old. I would only put a child at 12 months on reduced or low fat milk if they were very, very, very high on their weight for length growth chart. So we're going to do 1 to 2 years whole milk, and then 2 to 5 they can switch to the low fat or skim milk. And we'll talk more about that in toddlerhood and childhood. The baby should never be put to bed with a bottle. This can cause what's known as baby bottle tooth decay. And for those of you doing your infancy case study, this will be one of the questions asked. It causes dental caries or cavities and then really sets baby up for difficulty with their oral profile later in life. So they have that buck tooth profile and oftentimes need to have some um, orthodontic work done. So basically what's happening here is if the baby's put to bed with a bottle, that bottle is sort of doing the slow drip of either breast milk, formula, anything, juice, soda, Kool-Aid, whatever a caregiver would put into the bottle that has sugar. That's just really constantly bathing those front teeth with sugar and sets them up for that baby bottle tooth decay. Um, I'm going to end this video here, and then we're going to look at this cute baby here. This is my middle daughter, Lucy, in the next video when we talk about introducing solid foods.